Droidly Codes. Welcome back, Sketchware Android coding developers, Android developers, whatever the case may be. We're using Sketchware for these Android applications and games that we're creating with our phone. So yes, that is what we're doing today. We are creating applications with our phone using Sketchware, which is kind of like a combined version of Scratch and Android Studio. If anybody didn't know, that's what we are doing in these guides. So today we are actually going to continue our chat application by creating a complete new activity where we are going to hold our chat view. We're going to do such things like create a list view, create a basic view to chat in, or basically enter our text in, and handle talking between myself and myself. But we're going to kind of create the chat view so that it looks like we're actually creating an actual chat, just like the thumbnail where you see one person's chat on one side of the screen, which is handled by the gravity, and the other person's chat on the left side of the screen. So I'm going to create a new activity called chat view, and then you're going to subscribe to the channel because I have taught you everything you need to know in regards to Sketchware and Firebase. So today we're not actually going to be working on Firebase stuff. We're only going to be working on the main actual layouts for the XML and everything to be able to chat back and forth. And then in the next video, we will be working with Firebase to actually be able to send the data to our database, and then we'll be able to see our user's image based off the user that has chatted on the left-hand side. And then we're going to be able to see our user's message on the left-hand side, and then ourselves, we're going to see our own message. So we're going to basically make it sort of like a Facebook chat sort of thing, but very raw, not very fancy or anything like that. I'll leave that all up to you. But I'm going to create a simple linear layout, which is going to be a vertical linear layout, just like so. And we're going to match parent, just like so. We're also going to go down and handle this by using a list view. So we're going to put our list view right there. And we're going to create another linear layout, which is going to be a horizontal linear layout, just like so. And this linear layout's going to have an image. So we're going to have an image view right here. We're going to have an edit text view right here, and we're going to have a button right here. Now, the reason why I'm using a button is just to keep it a little bit simple. We're going to name this button send message, easily enough, and we're going to create this button to be 50 dp by 50 dp, and we're going to get rid of the text for this button, and we're going to actually use an image. So we're going to go to our images, we're going to go to download, and we're going to look for the image in the gray form. You can do the black form if you want to. It's up to you how you want to do this, or you can do it your own buttons. I'm going to look for the one that says send, where it is right here. So this one is IC send gray. And then I'm going to look for another image, and that image is going to be in gray as well for the plus icon. Now this is going to be later on when we actually upload images and stuff like that as well, so that we can see images when the user actually uploads an image. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change that background image of that button to the send icon. And then we're going to go to our edit text field here. Our edit text field here is going to be enter message, just like so. And then we're going to match parent. We're going to put a weight of 1 that pushes that button off to the right-hand side. Gravity is going to be center horizontal, and we're going to change the text size to 16 SP. Text type is going to be bold, and our hint is going to be just message, just like this. Message. Very easily, straightforward, straight to the point. Nothing very fancy to do with that. And that is it. Now, actually, I'm going to change my gravity to left instead of center. Sorry about that. And I'm actually going to change my background resource or background color to transparent, so that the actual view itself, which is this view right here, we can actually edit that to make it look a little bit more fancy. Now this icon is going to be our pick image icon, but I'm going to name it pick image just for now. And we're going to do 50 dp by 50 dp as well. And the background image for this is going to be the plus icon, just like so. And it's going to be fit center, not center, because I like to actually fill up the whole view. So fit center. Now, again, what I was saying about this, we can change this to linear layout 2, chat, message, layout, what I'm going to name this one. And the reason why I'm going to name it that is because when I go into my on create, I could do things with my view to make it look a little bit fancy if I wanted to. So set corner radius in my view. I'm actually going to set this right here. So we're going to use this block, get rid of that, view, set message chat layout. My stroke, I'm going to not do anything. So 0. Stroke color, I'm not going to do anything either. I'm just going to do like very dark gray. And then my background color is going to be like maybe this gray right here. And that's going to set that view to have that background color when we go into our actual chat view. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you something kind of neat because we can change our default activity based off of the XML type or name. So this name of this actual activity is chatview.xml. So what I'm going to do here is go to my 3 dots, go to my Android manifest all the way down here and go to my launcher activity and change this to chat view, just like so, because that's what we named it, right? So that's chat view. And the reason for that is because I just want to navigate to this view by default. The next thing I want to do is go back into my XML, add a plus icon to my custom view. So click custom view. And then this is going to be my chat list item. Now you can do anything you want in here, but I'm going to just be simple with this. I'm going to add an image view and a linear layout and a text object. Okay, so we're going to do our linear layout horizontal. We're going to grab a image view on the left hand side here, and we're going to grab a text view. Now this image view, you can name this if you want. We can name this user image. And when we start uploading things like our images and stuff like that, I'm going to go 50 dp, 50 dp. You can add an actual image in here as well for our users' images. So I'm going to put that in there for now. And this is just going to be just the image from the image that we picked. So picked image. Okay. And that by default is not going to be visible. We're going to go fit center. And then we're going to change the image size to just 100 dp to 100 dp, but that's going to be not visible by default. And then this is going to be the message that we send. So message sent. And I'm going to change the text size to 16 as well and bold. And I'm going to change the actual gravity to top left, just like that. Okay. Now, the reason why I added this in here is just because we're going to handle this later on when we actually use our, I'm going to do top left for this as well. Use our actual database. So this view is our main actual text view layout, so that when we are chat view layout, when we actually send a chat through this, and now we're going to go back to our chat view and we're going to change our custom view for our linear or our list view to chat list item. Now we're going to go in here and we're going to match parent and we're going to give it a weight of 1 so that we push this all the way down here. And now we are going to work on the actual fun stuff. So let's click on this plus icon. We're going to go to event, on click event. We're going to go into our puzzle icon, go to our variables, add a map variable. So map variable is going to be send message map. Okay. And in here, what we're going to do is go create new map, and we're going to put key, 3 keys in here. So one is going to be our username, and the username, dummy username for this is going to be not me. Okay. So that just is because I am going to check if it's me or not me for my chat. And then I'm going to send my messages. So M, and then my image is going to be empty usually by default, and my message is going to be based off of the input data that I put into my text view or my edit text view right here. And then I'm going to set that text view to be empty after I've sent that message. And how are we going to actually send that message to the list? We're going to go to our list. We're going to add a list map. So go to add list map, and chat list map. Okay, I know you can't see that. Chat list map is what I named it. And then what we're going to do is you're going to go all the way down, keep going until you see add map to list map, just like so. And then map to list map. And then we're going to go back to our view. And we're going to look for the one that says list view set list data. And where is it here? And then we're going to look for another block that says stack from the bottom. And you're going to set that to true. So list view 1 stacked from bottom, go to your operator blocks and set this to true. List map, list view, and we're going to put that all up in there. Now we're going to copy this. We're going to copy this into our collection. So whatever, it doesn't matter what it's named, because we're going to use this again inside of our when we send message to ourselves as well. So basically what we're going to be doing with this is that we're going to be sending the message to the list view. And then when we send that message, we're going to just pretend that we're going to be another user on the left-hand side. And we're going to send another message to the list view as well. So let's send a message through this. Go to your collection, grab that block that we just created, and then subscribe again. If you already aren't subscribed, then subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because it helps the channel and it helps show other people that I must be doing something right. So username me on this side. So me on this side, not me on this side, based off of this information. And now we're actually going to click on this list view and we're going to go to event and we're going to look for the one that says on bind custom view. Now, what are we going to do in here? There's going to be a lot that we're going to be doing in here. Right now, we're going to be putting the simple control if and else block statement in here. We're going to grab our list object blocks and we're going to go down here and we're going to check our list map data at position u, as in our username, equals. So we're going to go to our operator block. We're going to go all the way down to wherever it says equals. And we're going to grab this information and we're going to say if equals me. We're going to do a few different things in here. So first, we're going to hide the user image. This is all up to you again, right? So you want to hide the user image. I'm just trying to make it sort of like how the Facebook chat is set up. We're going to hide the user image. We're going to go down to a block that says set gravity, which is this one right here. We're going to go to view, linear layout, set gravity. Gravity is going to be center vertical and set to the right. Now, this isn't going to work unless we set a more block object, which I've created a more block for setting our view width and height. So we can create this right now if you'd like. So what I'm going to do is go create a new block called set view width. And then we're going to go down here and we're going to look for our view. We're going to create a label text called view. And then we're going to create a variable name called view. And then we're going to go back into add variable, go to number. And then we're going to add a label text called width. And then we're going to add a variable name called width, just like so. And we're going to create that. Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to set our actual text view to the width of our display divided by 2. And the reason for that is just for looks, basically, so that it doesn't look like they're both the same. So we're going to go view width divided by 2. That was in the math block section. And that is how I want to actually set this up. Now, you can do this with both the actual text view for the user on the left-hand side as well if you want to, or you can make it go all the way along across the screen if you want, which I'm going to do is just make it so that the other user's text will go all the way across the screen and my text will only go part way across the screen, okay? So that's how I'm going to do this, and I'm going to copy this information and I'm going to change this to left instead of right so that if it's not equal to me, then I will have the information on the left-hand side of the screen. Now we're going to go back to our view for a second and we're going to grab that block called set text and we're going to set the text based off of our get value from our M, which is our message. And then we're going to hide this image view, which is our picked image, to gone, just like so, because we're not using that right now. We will be using that in a future video. Okay, and that's all you have to do. So just take note of all this. So basically we're checking to see if the user equals me, and then we're going to set the text information that we send onto the right hand side of the screen. Now we haven't done anything in that more block yet, so go to your event tab, go to more block, set view width. Now I already have this copied into my clipboard, so I'm going to paste this right here. So view.getLayout parameters. Okay, so view underscore get layout parameters width. I'll put this in the description as well. Click save, and now we have ourselves a custom more block to actually set that view width and height or that view width when we actually send a message. So what are we doing here? So basically what we're doing here is we're creating a new map of data for this user, me, to actually send some information to this chat view. And then we're not going to send any images or anything like that to it right now, just because we're not sending anything to the database. And then this is going to send that information or add that information to the chat. Now you can do an if statement in here to make sure that the actual message isn't blank or anything like that as well, but that's all up to you. I'm going to let you do that yourself on the side. So that's what you would do. And then basically when we want to send a message back to ourselves, we're going to do not me, and then that's going to send that information onto the left hand side of the screen. Now there's one extra step I want to put in here, and that is to set our text keyboard so that our text keyboard doesn't hide the views in the background. So this is going to be something that might be new to some of you. We're going to actually enter actual source code in here, so we can actually enter source code into our application if you want to. And this source code is going to be in the link in the description below. It's called get window open close bracket set soft input mode open bracket window manager dot layout params dot capitalize this soft underscore input. And again, you don't have to do all this. You can just copy and paste this underscore pan and bracket. And if you're wondering where I get this information, I just Google things sometimes. I sometimes Google things because I sometimes forget things. And that's why I do some of these videos too, to kind of remind myself how to do some stuff when it comes to coding. And I like to teach you guys it as I'm doing it. Well, so I'm gonna change that to 0, not 0, 0. Okay, that was just me doing random things. So here we go. Let's run this application and let's start chatting away to ourselves. Let's update it. And now we should be in the chat view. Now, of course, this doesn't look that great. It's just whatever. Now let's enter a message. Hi. So there's hi. Oh, message is empty. Hello. Oops, I sent something empty, just like so. Empty. See, as soon as you start typing, the message is actually all the way across the screen, and I'll just be like, oh, that's okay. I love you. Okay? Love you. And there we go. Now let's say we start chatting a whole bunch of stuff. So let's just copy this, and as you can see, the message is only kept on the one side of the screen for ourselves, and then this guy's gonna be, what the heck was that? Okay, and now he just messaged himself or I messaged him with another account kind of thing, because now you can see that all the information on the left hand side is just from your friend. You have any friends like me? I have friends. And then yeah, now we have ourselves a simple chat. And when we use our soft input, it's not hiding the entire view or anything either. So Merry Christmas. Christmas. Oh, thank you. Oh, I forgot to enter something. Thank you. See, that's it. That's all I had to do. That was our chat application. Now this is just, again, our way to just create this for now. The next guide I'm going to be releasing is going to allow you to send this data to the database and do the same kind of thing. And then we're going to work on picking an image and sending an image to the database inside of our chat view to actually view that. So that's basically all we're going to do. And that's our chat application. So we're going to create our login information which we created already. We created our database of information. We went and did all that. We worked on some rules. We set up our Firebase storage. We worked on the rules in our database, and we've done a lot in this series so far. And I've already got these rules set up for checking to see if the user is actually the user. They can access their data. And then the next time that you come back, we're going to create an actual new node for our actual chat information to be handled inside of our actual database. So we're going to create another section for all our chat to go into. That's about it, guys. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. This playlist is an entire playlist series for you guys to learn how to use Firebase and create a chat application while doing so, because you're going to learn a lot when it comes to coding using this information that I have shared with you today. See you next time. Have a nice day. Enjoy coding.